Hey, what's up? Welcome to Heck. You heard me. Heck. Not a joke, just how it is. You weren't quite bad enough for hell, you see. You weren't the worst sort of person, just a middling one. So now you're here. Take a minute, adjust to the reality. You're dead, here you are, and I'm here to welcome you, in a manner of speaking. Give me a sec, I'm checking my phone. I have so many notifications. But I think most of these are bots. That would track. Okay then, I'm gonna assume you're done adjusting. Let's get this show on the road. You can call me Babs. But I'd rather you didn't address me at all. We won't be together long enough for it to matter. I'm not really a demon. Demon's a strong word. You can put me on the level of an uninterested worker at the DMV. Or maybe an aunt who kind of hates you but isn't motivated to say anything about it. She just sticks her fingers in your lemonade when you're not looking. How's that? Like I said, this is heck. Not as bad as hell, but certainly not heaven. No one ever gets it. Everyone thinks there are just two places you can go, but that's awfully extreme, isn't it? Why would it be that way? It makes no sense at all. The truth is, there are a lot of places you can end up. There's heaven, limbo, heck, hell, and even within those, there are levels. The highest level of hell is actually not too bad. And heck isn't really all that bad either, just annoying. Anyway, you'll get caught up. I need to give you the orientation tour, so come on, chop chop, let's go. What? Were you not listening? Yes. You're dead. It shouldn't take you that long to grasp this. Okay then, suit yourself. Not my problem, really. You don't have to believe me, you just have to come get the tour. You can't just sit it out and pout or whatever it is you're doing. Play along, sweetness. It'll be easier for you in the end. This way, please. Very good. One foot in front of the other. Okay, down this hall are the rooms where those doomed to heck all live. You don't get your own room in heck, of course. That would be a luxury. Unless you're one of those extrovert types who loves being around people. In that case, you do get your own room, and you're forced to be in it a lot more than you want. Entirely alone. No, not that bad. You can still, DM people from your room, but they won't reply right away. Again, this is heck. It's not meant to be a good place, it's an annoying place. No actual torture, just the things that drive you a little crazy all day long. But ramped up. As I was saying, if you're an introvert, you get a roommate, and your roommate will be someone who seems nice enough on the surface, but you just don't quite gel with them, and you never will. Slight personality differences, some miscommunication issues, they might snore on occasion, and they will also be prone to microwaving food that smells kind of gross to you. So there's that. Otherwise, the rooms are pretty nice. The pillows are really comfy, and you can have more than one of them, so you're welcome for that. This way. Down here is the communal space. There's a TV, but it only gets a couple of channels, and one of them is in a language you don't speak. You also can't learn the language, so don't bother trying. If there's a show you like, you might catch an episode of it here and there, but you'll miss the first 10 minutes. The rest of the time, it's either shows you don't like, or it shows other people like a lot and are very vocal about. So, be aware of that. Nope, you have to interact with them. Can't just hide in a corner and pretend you're not here. That's not how it works. You don't get a lot of choices in heck, I mean, you get some, but you're still limited by the parameters of the space. Oh, but speaking of other people, something you should know. See, some of the people here aren't dead people like you. Some are like NPCs who just exist to create the experience for you. You won't know which is which, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. Do what you do and experience the ongoing annoyance of being here. Do me a favor and hold your questions. I really don't want to repeat myself or anything. I might end up answering your question along the way anyway. Come on. Okay, out here is the outside space. Of course we have outside space. Nice, right? It's a pretty area. Great view. Look at those mountains you can't actually get to. It's also swarming with mosquitoes out here all the time. And they really like you. There's no bug spray here, so just deal with it. Also, it's always just a little too hot or a little too cold out here, and it rains without warning. That does nothing to stop the mosquitoes, by the way. If you try to have a picnic, ants will absolutely overrun it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. It's a nice picnic spot out here on the green. Should also probably mention that if you come out here trying to relax, there will guaranteed be some screaming children nearby, and also the sound of a leaf blower that never stops running. I guess that's fine if you can tune that stuff out. You still seem like you don't believe any of this, but don't worry, you'll get there. It gets real very, very quickly. Come along this way. We're heading into this building over here. Mind the mosquitoes. I did warn you. Oh, and that's poison ivy there. Watch out for that too. You won't always know it's there, but for now I figure I'll be nice and let you know. Inside here. Okay, this is your new workspace. Of course you have to work. This is heck. You're not allowed to just relax and do nothing. That's what people in heaven do. You have to have the frustration of a boring, dead-end job. You get paid, but only the bare minimum, and inflation here is so high that your money doesn't really buy much. But like, if you're craving an expired candy bar or something, we got you. You don't get sick days. You get a small pool of PTO days per year, and once they're gone, they're gone. Also, your boss will complain a lot every time you take one, and your workload will get worse as a result. So keep track of that. This way, up the stairs. The elevator's out of order, all the time. Come on. There we go, down this hall. Your job is a combination of data entry and customer service. You'll have to talk to some very angry customers, and you won't be able to do much for them. Also, your shift lasts for 12 hours. Upward mobility? Seriously? Not a chance. Your manager will never retire. Your job is the same forever. So just get comfortable. Here's your desk. Oh no, just this desk. This is yours. We find that open office layouts are a lot more annoying than cubicles. Cubicles give you privacy, and we can't have that. So this is your space. Of course you get your own space. If it didn't matter what desk you sat at, you could theoretically move to a new space when something stops working right. But this way you're stuck with it. Your phone will sometimes not work, your chair will break a lot more than it should, and the sound of your coworkers will always, always bug you. I think one of them chews on tinfoil for fun. Oh, things are paused right now while I give you your tour. This place is empty at the moment, so I can get you all settled without the extra stress of other people. But you'll have plenty of that stress tomorrow, so enjoy the quiet right now. Go ahead, sit down, see how it feels. There you go. See, it's not so bad. The lighting in here will give you a headache after about 15 minutes, and you won't ever have any Tylenol in your desk drawer, but otherwise the work isn't the worst thing. Soul-crushing, but not torture. Exactly as heck requires. You'll do great, come on. Go ahead, ask your question. I'm feeling generous. Everyone always asks that. I should have anticipated. The answer is no, you can't get out of here. This is where you exist now. There is no time off for good behavior. There is no working your way to heaven. The best you can do is adapt to the irritations and learn to meditate or something. But the good news is you can't end up down in hell either. Probably. I guess if someone acted badly enough they could, but I haven't seen it happen. Acting badly doesn't end well here anyway. Oh, there are so many ways to punish you if you try to veer from your path. So many ways. You might wake up with pink eye, or you might not be able to find your shoes. Maybe all your clothes end up too small for you. Or maybe you find a snake in your toilet. And that's just off the top of my head. Thanks, I don't think I'm half bad. But I'm not the one who makes those sort of decisions. I'm just a guide. There's a whole team of strategists who come up with the best heck experience for everyone. They review your profile, learn everything about you, and then tailor your annoyances to the letter. It's like poetry. I mean, you don't have upward mobility, but I might. I do hope to make it to the strategy team someday. For now, I'll just keep my nose to the grindstone and do a great job as a guide. I don't need you to tell me that. I already know I'm good. Come on, I'll show you the break room. There's always the remains of a birthday cake in there, but you never get there in time to actually have any. The party already happened. Great, huh? Yeah, the general annoyances are the same for everyone. Some things are just universally irritating. But don't worry, there'll be some for you, like... Here, over here, these vending machines. What's your favorite soda? Yeah, that will never be in here. The button is there, see? But it's always out. All that's left is a selection of drinks you hate. You'll probably drink them sometimes out of desperation, but you won't like it. Because you're not supposed to like it. What do you mean? Oh, you mean how you got here? That's a common question, too. The answer is simple. I don't have that information. Nope, I don't actually know you beyond a single-page summary. I don't do the judging or the measuring of your actions on Earth. I have no control over that at all. But I can say that, in general, the thing that tends to land people here instead of hell is apathy. Apathy and laziness. Knowing what's right but just not doing it, ignoring problems that can be fixed, stuff like that. Passive badness. Hell is for those who are more actively bad, like murderers and Nestle executives. You know the saying, silence is violence? It's the same principle as the idea that if you just stand by and let the bully beat up the nerd, then you're complicit in the beating. Doing nothing when you know the right thing to do is bad. Not murdering people bad, but bad. Bad enough to land you in heck. You couldn't be bothered to be an actively good person in life, so you get the perpetual annoyance of this place. Everything evens out. I'm just speculating. Maybe you were a great person in life, but you screwed something else up. I have no way to know. Only you know your heart. But I will tell you this. Part of the annoyance of being here, at least for you, might be not ever getting to know why you're here. You can wonder forever what you did wrong. That's not likely. The system's pretty foolproof. People don't get sent to the wrong place. Well, except for that one time, but it got fixed fast. We don't talk about that. Just trust that you're where you should be, and now you can make the best of it. Come on, we need to keep going. I need to show you the traffic you get to sit in. It doesn't actually get you anywhere, but you're required to sit in your car for at least 2 hours a day. And the radio is broken. And so is the air conditioning. Anyway, let's go. I have lots of other things to do today. Don't sweat it, sweetness. It's not so bad. And think of it this way if it helps. It could definitely be a lot worse.